All right, so probably one of the most important modules that you will go through in this entire experience here is going to be stress management and the relationship between stress and energy. You've probably heard stress a lot, probably all your life, and you probably have a good idea of what you think that stress means. But we're going to talk about stress in the relationship to your body's functionality. Okay, so first we're going to talk about why this is important in the first place. What's stress and what is stress and how does it affect your body and how does your body respond to it? How to manage some common stressors and then most common mistakes and pitfalls. So why is this important in the first place? So, our bodies are constantly trying to make changes throughout the day and throughout the week to make living as safe and as optimal as possible for life. So your body wants to be the most effective machine that it possibly can be, and it's our bodies are built for reproduction and for thriving. So our body is going to make changes based on the environment it's in so that it can thrive within that environment. So if you're putting your body in a very stressful environment, your body thinks that that's normal and it's going to make changes inside of your body to live and thrive in that environment. So stress has now also been decoupled from movement, so it has different implications than when we are than our ancestors had. Okay? So basically what I mean by that is that back in the day, the only time that we were really super stressed out was when we were being chased by a bear or a saber-toothed tiger or something like that, or like we didn't have food for the family, so like we had to go hunt something. That was stressful. Nowadays, we get stressed when our spreadsheet is overdue and we're like sitting there like in our desk chair, right, with Taco Bell on the counter or on the desk, and we're like super stressed out. So the stress that we're experiencing today is a very different stress than when we were, primal, but the signal to your body is the same. Your body has not gotten a software update that says, hey, life is okay, things are cool, things are chill. This is just a spreadsheet. Your body recognizes that stress as the same stress that our ancestors experienced when being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. So it makes pretty drastic changes when we're experiencing that type of stress. I hope that makes sense. So stress and energy balance one another to make up the metabolism. Okay, so what exactly is stress in the first place? Stress can be anything that throws your body off from its normal everyday living environment or from optimal, right? So the first one is poor sleep quality or not enough time sleeping. Exercise or over exercise. A little bit of stress when it comes to exercise is good, but people can definitely overdo it and cause some issues. Gut or digestive issues, a restrictive diet calorie wise, or excessive nutrient deficit, meaning like you're just eating shitty quality foods and you're not getting a lot of nutrients from them. Life stress nowadays, right? Like work, your marriage, kids, all that stuff is stressful. Trauma and PTSD is an often overlooked one as well. So, considering that these are the most common pieces of stress that we experience, how does your body respond to all of this stress, right? So remember, your body wants to change and it wants to adapt to the environment that it's in so that it can thrive. So your body, how it does this, how it changes, what adaptations it makes are through its hormones. Your body will up or down regulate hormones in order to deal with the stress that is presented with it in order to cope, right? So the stress hormone is known as cortisol. You've probably heard that before, right? So an example, if you don't sleep well, your body is going to change its production of cortisol to deal with stress. Cortisol should be very high in the morning and it should slowly kind of lower throughout the day and then rise again the next morning, right? So when you're not sleeping, your body or you're not sleeping well, your body doesn't recognize that normal kind of ebbs and flow of that cortisol. So it gets thrown off and it's going to change its production of cortisol. If this becomes a pattern and you're consistently not sleeping well, the body is going to produce on multiple occasions and often too much or too little cortisol, which is going to throw everything else off. And high amounts of cortisol result in body fatigue and it makes it very difficult to lose weight. And then low amounts of cortisol result in energy crashes, irritability, difficulty losing weight, right? So similar things happen when there's too much exercise going on, too much dieting, too much life stress, example, or, all of those things, right? I'm sure all of us know there's probably a person who's like always running late, has bags under their eyes, they live on coffee, right? They take 3 or 4 like HIIT classes a week, right? They barely eat anything. They eat like a little rabbit. We all know that type of person. They're just super high strung and super stressed out. Their body is probably effed up because of all of that stress that's going on. Too much exercise, too little nutrients, too little calories, right? And then just stress with their job and kids and marriage and all that stuff. They've got a lot of work that needs to be done. Okay. So hormone regulation is vital before weight loss is achieved. Before you can think about losing weight, your body is only going to lose weight and allow you to get rid of fat when it feels safe enough to do so. You have to create the safe enough and an optimal enough environment for your body to feel comfortable with losing weight. So hormone regulation is often achieved through stress management and energy management. So we're going to talk about how do we manage stress and manage energy so that we can regulate our hormones. And then once our hormones are regulated, then we can start talking about like long-term weight loss. Okay. Because again, until hormones are regulated and your body feels safe enough to lose weight, it's not going to happen. That's why it's much more difficult for women who are going through menopause to lose weight, because hormones are everywhere right now, right? And your body doesn't feel safe, so it's not going to lose weight, okay? But once we get things under control and we can start regulating them a little bit, it's going to be much easier to lose the weight, okay? So we're going to focus on a lot of these things first. You'll notice we're going to start talking about drinking water and walking and start sleeping more. We're going to start talking about those things first before we start talking about the calories and all that stuff, okay? So the first thing we're going to do on how do we manage these common stressors that we just talked about above, we're going to get a nighttime routine. Very important here. The last 2 hours before bed are vital. We need just like a morning routine. In a morning routine, you wake up, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you get ready for the day. It signals the beginning of a day. However, at the end of the day, not very many people have a nighttime routine that signals the end of a day and gets your body ready for bed. We just kind of watch TV and then expect to fall asleep or something like that, right? But if we take that time, we take an hour or 2 hours to really dedicate to a consistent routine that we repeat day after day, and we start signaling to your body that it's time for bed, it's going to get into a rhythm, things are going to start regulating, and you're going to really feel good, okay? So what we're going to do to get this nighttime routine going, in the evening, around 7:30, 8 o'clock, no more overhead lights, only using lamps, or if you're, hoo-ah about it, candles, whatever, right? Wear blue light blocking glasses. That's what I have on right now, because the blue light signals to your eyes that it's still daylight outside, so it's not as likely to get ready for bed, right? Stop drinking water and eating 2 hours before bed, and then no electronics 30 minutes before bed. We want the brain to stop being stimulated before bed. We're going to get into this routine, okay? So every night, what I like to do is like 2 hours before I go to bed, I have my last meal of the day, which is like the same thing every single day. I love it. I eat it every single day. So I know that's my last meal. Then I watch an episode or two of television with my blue light blocking glasses on, no other lights on, right? Then I'll read for like 20 or 30 minutes, and then that's right before I go to bed. Every single day is like that. And that I've gotten into the routine so that when I shut my eyes, I fall asleep very quickly, okay? The next thing after you get your nighttime routine is we're going to start listening to our biofeedback, okay? If your digestion is off and you're feeling, listen to that. Don't ignore it. Bring it up to your coach. If you can't sleep, you feel wired and tired. You're at night, you're like laying there, body can't sleep, whatever. Pay attention to what's going on and tell your coach what happened throughout the day. What happened right up and before bed happened? Did something crazy happen where you just, couldn't fall asleep? What's going on? If your energy is unusually low, you're having highs and lows with energy, tell your coach, listen to this. Do not ignore these signs, okay? The next one is really important, okay? This is another way we're going to reduce and manage the stress of everyday life. We're going to work out and we're going to eat with the goal of improving our health. All too often, we go into our workouts with the reason for working out is because I'm here because I hate the way that I look and I want to, work out to burn all this fat off because I hate this fat, right? We're going to change our mentality around why we work out and why we eat healthy. I'm going to eat this salad because I want to get skinny, right? We're changing this mentality. The reason we eat well and the reason we work out is not so you can lose a bunch of weight and just look good in a bathing suit. That's just a side effect of good health. We're going to make decisions based on what a healthy person who loves their body would do. Would a healthy person who loves their body say, I'm going to eat this salad, but I really want the sandwich, but I'm going to eat the salad instead because I want to get skinny? No, they're going to say, I'm going I'm going to choose whatever meal feels good to me right now and whatever's going to make my body feel best. If that's a salad, so be it. If it's a sandwich, so be it. Okay. This means you work out to get better and you rest when you need it, right? The whole bullshit about no days off, like, no pain, no gain, complete bull crap. You will slow yourself down so fast if you listen to that. Okay. Rest when you need it, but also don't be lazy, find that balance there. It also means that you eat well to fuel your body and you don't fill it with garbage, right? You don't put crap inside of your body because you're eating to be a healthy person. Okay. But it also means you don't deny yourself food every now and then that is social, or maybe a piece of pizza with your family, those types of things. You're not denying those things because a healthy person still has balance. Ask yourself, what would a healthy person do when it comes to working out and eating? Okay. The next thing is you want to do things that bring you joy. So right now, pick one of these 4 things and start doing it on a regular basis. Tell your coach which one you have picked and start doing it weekly. Hey, Nick, I'm going to start meditating. That's what I want to do. That's the thing that brings me joy. Okay. Or maybe it's journaling, meditating, walking in nature, spending regular scheduled time with people you love. This one is my favorite by far. Spend more time with your parents, spend more time with your kids, spend more time with your siblings, like schedule that time and reach out to them to spend time with them. That's going to do a lot when it comes to just making you feel good, improving those relationships, and just going up from there. Okay. And then the last one is to get on the circadian rhythm. This kind of has to do with the first one with the nighttime routine, but we are literally supposed to wake up and sleep when the sun rises and falls. That's the way that it's supposed to be. That's the way that we are designed. And doing this helps your body feel safe and less stressed. If you want to lose weight, the best and the fastest way to start losing weight is to make your body and put your body in an environment where it feels safe enough to lose the weight that you want it to lose. So the quickest way to making your body feel safe is to start sleeping. How do we make your body feel safe with sleep? We get on the circadian rhythm. We stop staying up late. We go to bed at 9, 10 p.m., 10:30 at the latest. We get sunlight early during the day to signal to your body, it's time to be awake because the sun is up. When the sun goes down, we start that nighttime routine. We get ready for bed, right? We have this rhythm. That's going to make your body feel very, very safe. It's going to make your body feel good. And then it's going to be way more willing to let you lose weight. If you are if you're, I'll sleep when I'm dead, blah, 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 you ain't going to lose no weight. None at all. And even if you do, it's going to be through really drastic measures that you're not going to be able to keep up for long term. And then you're going to end up gaining the weight back anyways, right? Spend 30 minutes outside minimum. The last thing here is just some common mistakes and pitfalls we see from a lot of women. All right. The first one is focusing only on food and exercise for their fat loss journey. As I told you before, your body will not lose weight. It will not allow you to lose weight no matter how much exercise you're doing, no matter what you're eating. If you are stressed out too much and your body is not safe, it doesn't feel safe, it's going to change all these hormones around that are going to keep fat on your body no matter what you do. Food and exercise are great, and they are the tools to get you to lose weight once your body feels safe enough to do so. Okay. The next one is dismissing important biofeedback markers. Oh man, my digestion is terrible. Like I haven't pooped in 4 days, but whatever. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. No, pay attention to that. Thinking that all the stress in your life is normal, right? If you're constantly stressed out, that's not normal. You should not be that way. Okay. So let's work on things. Let's do these things up here that are going to help us really get that stress under control. And then we can move forward. Okay. So if you're just chalking up stress as just every day and it's just the way the life is, we've got to work on it. Okay. The next one is staying up late and staying inside. Stop that shit. Over exercising and under eating. Again, just don't do it. If you need rest, take it. If you feel hungry, eat. Okay. And the last one is not being willing to make a change. Too often we see women who are just set in their ways and they're like, oh, this is just the way life is. Life's not going to get any different than this. This is the way, whatever, like I've lived my whole life this way. You came here for a reason. And the only way that you're going to live the healthy, fit life that you want to live is by creating an environment for your body to feel good and feel safe and to regulate the hormones and to do everything it's supposed to do so that you feel your best. if you're out here doing crazy, maybe it doesn't feel crazy to you, but if you've, got crazy workouts, or maybe you're under eating, you're stressed out all the time, and that's just the way life is, you're not going to get to that goal you want to get to. You got to focus up. You got to work on your life, get your life in order, get your life in a routine so that you can focus on creating that healthy, balanced, fit, and good looking life for yourself. And if you have more questions about this, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you.